Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Skyrim VR video. I am so sorry it's been so long. I've been incredibly ill. I was so ill for about a week and a half, plus I've been at work and a bunch of other things which has stopped me from being able to make videos. But I'm coming back with a bang with the first ever episode of my commenter suggestions in Skyrim VR. Since I've been gone, we've gone up a few subscribers and gained quite a few new requests of things they want to see in Skyrim VR. So let's get right into this with the first set of comments. Now on the screen now should be a list of people, not all of them of course, because I've received quite a lot of this exact same comment, but there should be a fair few of you that have asked me to go into more detail about being a vampire lord. A lot of you are saying that there's a glitch where you can't use spells. I'm going to address that. There's been one guy whose name will be coming on screen right now who has requested that I didn't use bats in the first time I ever showed it on this channel, so just for you my friend I'm going to show you what bats are like in VR as well. So let's get right into this video, and I've come to Roikstead just to show off Vampire Lord a bit and generally show you how to use spells. I think I know the problem you're all having. It's not a glitch, it's just they've changed the controls of being a Vampire Lord a little bit since its normal one. Like in the normal Skyrim, on the normal Xbox or PlayStation or PC, whatever you play it on, you press the same button to sheath and that is how you go from the air to the ground. But on Skyrim VR it's not the same. What you need to do on Skyrim VR if you want to actually get the spells out as a Vampire Lord or stop spells and land on the ground is you've got to hold the jump button for about 3 seconds. I know it's weird, like you would normally just sheath, but you have to hold the jump button for a few seconds in order to do it. And then you actually land on the floor and then you can do spells or scratch or whatever you want to do. Alright, let's go to Roikstead and I will show you my Vampire Lord powers a bit more in detail. It's been a while since I've been a Vampire Lord. Never kill the chickens, but just for the sake of this video. I don't know where that chicken went. Alright, as you can see, when you first turn into a Vampire Lord, you automatically have your spells already out, so it shouldn't be a problem for you guys actually casting. But if you want to descend to the ground, it's the top right button on the left motion control. I should be showing it on screen right now. It's the top right button. You just simply hold that, I think it's triangle, you hold it, and then you descend to the ground, and then instead of having to use your spells, you can just scratch people, launch them flying, do whatever you want with it. So that is how you change to different spells in VR. But now, for the commenter who wanted me to use bats, here you go, just for you. Now I will say this, it's nothing special. Like in the normal Skyrim, you turn into a swarm of bats and you slide across the floor. In this, it's more or less, you just rapidly slide to the spot. It does look pretty cool. The bats do look alright as well. But it's pretty much just you slide across the floor really quickly towards wherever you're generally looking. It has to be dead center, so wherever you're looking will be where you will slide to. But yeah, so that's bats in VR. You basically just slide really quickly and a few bats kind of fly around you. Here we go, bats powers ready again. It's just dead center, wherever you're looking is where you'll slide. Your hands go black for a minute, there's some smoke, it does look pretty cool. But it's nothing like hugely special that we haven't seen before. It's pretty much the same as using the whirlwind sprint in VR. I'll show you that now. I can't because I'm a pilot. Yeah, but there's also Vampire Sight. I've not actually tried this yet, so this will be a first. I don't actually know if this looks much different. Okay, so it just seems to turn the world black and white. Right, okay, that seems to be all this does. Right, now to just generally address a few questions that people had about Skyrim VR. Once I twat that skeever. Right, okay, there was a question put to me by, I think her name was Eleanor, then I think it was an X afterwards, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. But she said, do you get motion sick while playing Skyrim VR and doing various things in Skyrim VR? Now, I'd like to address that question. It's kind of hard to explain. Me personally, no, I feel no motion sickness whatsoever. But I have had Skyrim VR, not Skyrim VR, sorry. I have had PlayStation VR since the day it came out. I have played almost every game that is on PlayStation VR. I was thinking about starting a series where I generally just show off every game that's on PlayStation VR, show you like a half hour of footage on all those games. Leave a comment or like if you think I should do that. But either way, yeah, she wants to know if you get motion sickness. Me personally, no, but I will say this. If you're brand new to PlayStation VR, like Eleanor, you're thinking about picking up your first VR headset, I will say that it can get a bit nauseating for the first week. It's literally only about the first week as long as you're playing each day. You will feel a bit weird for the first week while your brain adjusts to like walking in VR. because obviously when you're walking towards stuff and like a tree like this is coming closer to you, like normally you would flinch. Like for the first few weeks I was flinching when stuff was flying at me because my head was just getting confused. And when you're sprinting especially and like spinning around in on the spot like this, it did get really confusing and you do stumble a little bit for the first week. But you do get used to it. Like I used to only be able to play VR for like 20 minutes at a time, then I'd start feeling a bit ill. But now I can obviously play it for quite extensive periods of time. And then that's just slightly distracting. Yeah, but now I can obviously play it for quite extended periods of time. As you've seen from the Let's Play, I can play it for like half hours at a time at least. There's been this one time when I played Job Simulator for like 6 hours straight without taking off the headset. So the nausea does stop, I promise. Yeah, so that answers Eleanor's question. There was another question which I didn't fully understand, and the name will come up on the screen of the person that put it now. He said dual crossbows or dual-wield crossbows. I'm not entirely sure what he says about that. I'm not sure if he thinks Skyrim VR works massively different from normal VR, which it does, but not in the way he's probably thinking. You cannot dual-wield crossbows in Skyrim VR. I know that would have been pretty epic to just like shoot people from 2 different ways, but it's still like normal Skyrim where one hand is the bolt, you pull it back, you fire. It's still like normal Skyrim. You cannot dual-wield any kind of archery weapon in Skyrim VR. I don't think I have any bolts to actually show this guy what it's like to fire. You can look back on my original Becoming a Vampire Lord video where I do show off the crossbow quite a bit and have a few shots at things. But yeah, you cannot dual-wield crossbow bolts in Skyrim VR. You cannot dual-wield crossbows, anything like that. It would be cool. I don't know if he was asking me to make a video dual-wielding them, or if he was just putting dual crossbows as in like that'd be pretty cool. Does everyone think that's an alright idea? Yes, it would be a good idea, but sadly it cannot be done in this. So I hope that satisfies the question, if it even was a question. You could have just been putting that for the sake of just sticking something in the comments. Either way, on to the next comment. Whoa, this is actually the first time I've seen Whiterun from this high. Oh my god, this actually looks really cool. Right, the next comment was from a YouTuber called Bo Bags Gaming. I think I pronounced that right. Something like that. It was like it was Bags Does Gaming. Yes, that was the one. He wanted me to jump off of High Hrothgar. We'll get to that in a bit, but I felt like I should just jump off a few different high places. So I've come here to Whiterun. I don't actually know how you jump off this. I used to know a way of being able to get up here and actually being able to jump off this place. I think it was... There we go, okay. So I've come up here to Whiterun, to the balcony right at the top. Go to the yard quarters, then there's a staircase and a door and stuff you can go through. But yeah, it looks absolutely really cool from this height. Like you can see like all of Whiterun and just the mountains going on into distance. We'll be jumping off there in a bit, High Hrothgar. If you've not seen a video yet called Fighting the Greybeards in Skyrim VR, I called it something along those lines. You should definitely watch that Bags Does Gaming because I do get ice formed off the top of High Hrothgar and unrelenting force off the top, just to show you what that'd be like. So yeah, I did get blasted off there quite a few times, so that might satisfy your need for this. He's also suggested a few other things which will take a while to do, so I apologise that they're not already out. Like, he wants me to have a child that adopts a skeever, and then he wants me to kill the skeever. So I've got to not only get a child, but I've got to hope that he adopts a skeever. And then I've got to just stab the skeever, I think he said. Right, okay, let's start jumping off some high places. Oh, that feels weird. Okay, it feels weird when you're falling towards something really fast in VR. If you've seen my super hot Let's Play from a while back, that was the first time I ever jumped off anywhere high. Like, it was, I think it said show your commitment and you had to like jump off this like massive skyscraper or something. Right, okay, let's get to High Hrothgar and show you that. Ah, High Hrothgar. Been a few weeks since last time I got blasted off this. Hopefully the Greybeards have forgiven me. If you've not noticed, I have changed over to my second Skyrim VR account, the one from the Let's Play, because in the account you were just watching then, I have not actually discovered High Hrothgar. So I've changed to the account from the Let's Play, that's why I suddenly have a blade sword, not a steel sword, in case any of you were wondering why I suddenly have better equipment. Alright, let's get out here, get to that lovely ledge where everyone jumps off High Hrothgar. Eventually I will be up there with Parthronax, and then I can do a video jumping off the very top of the throat of the world, which will be wonderful. Also, leave a comment down below, obviously now that you see that I do respond to your comments. Leave a comment down below for anything you want to see in Skyrim VR, and I will make it, like, into this video in part 2, which should be coming across the next few weeks. You should see your comment suggestion. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Please subscribe. I've gone up 4 subscribers since I last made a video, which is absolutely great for me. In about 1 week I've gone up 4 or 5 subscribers, so please subscribe. When I reach 100 subscribers, me and my brother will be hitting each other with eggs to celebrate. So it's going to be like an egg smack cam video, and obviously that doesn't seem like a massive reward, but every time I gain a few hundred subscribers I will do another subscriber special where it will get more and more insane. Eventually we'll be like doing crazy stuff. If we ever get to 1 mil, I have said that we will be skydiving out of a plane, which is going to be absolutely insane. I never thought I would ever do that in life, and I might not unless you kind people subscribe if you like my content. Right, so let's start jumping off different points of Hrafka. Now this, oh Jesus, this feels weird. Right, now this feels really, really bad. Just plummeting towards your impending doom. It doesn't trigger the kind of you're gonna die feeling as much as when you first start doing it. Like when I started doing it in super hot, that was like I proper squirmed when that happened. Right, so anyway, that is the last comment suggestion that is in Skyrim VR. The last one will be a comment where I think someone asked, where does the headset get plugged into in the where does an audio headset, I should specify, if you're using earphones or some kind of audio headset, how do you plug it in? Do you plug it into the motion controllers? Do you plug it into the DualShock, or do you plug it into the VR headset itself? I will show you now with footage coming on screen in a second. It plugs into a little plug which is on a cable which runs from the motion headset into the PlayStation. There's this little white bit where you plug it into the side of there. If you want the audio to actually come through the headset, it must be plugged directly into the cable coming out of the VR headset. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. There's just a little snippet now where I show you where to plug it in, but I hope you enjoyed. Leave any comments down below of what you would like to see next in Skyrim VR. Stay tuned for more God of War videos on the channel soon from the new PlayStation 4 release of God of War. Leave any comments of what you want to see in that as well. I will do comment and suggestions on any game out there now. Like if you want to see something on Job Simulator, Skyrim VR, Borderlands, literally anything, I will do a video on it. Comment and suggestions. So I will see you all in the next video, and for now, peace. Right, as you can see, we have the VR headset here and my actual headset. The place where you plug your headsets or earphones into is actually this white bit of plastic here. It's in this little black slot right here. That's where you plug any earphones or headsets or microphones which you want to use while playing Skyrim VR, or any VR game for that matter. You have the volume control buttons at the bottom too. You have the mute button for the microphone in case you don't want it to pick up your audio, and you have the power button to actually switch off the VR headset itself. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. For now, peace. That is where you plug your headsets into VR. I hope that satisfies your comment, and for now, peace. If only I could turn